Were you able to hear what I explained just now? Deep learning, machine learning, and artificial intelligence. Were you able to hear it clearly?
No, I was not able to hear that properly, but I could hear you now.
Okay, so I'll say again, deep learning is how the computer learns. It is very similar to our brain. Engineers have created computer systems or machines very similar to human brains, and they are able to mimic human behavior. Their only job is to take in information. Suppose you give 10 colors to the computer, it will be able to sort out yellows one side. It won't mark. It's not going to label this is yellow, this is green, or this is pink, or this is red. It'll just sort out, okay, all yellow one side, all red one side, all pink one side, all green one side. Or if you give it fruits, it'll be able to sort out all the fruits, like all the bananas one side, all the apples one side, all the pineapples one side. The next work is done by machine learning. Machine learning takes in data from deep learning. Machine learning is where the main thing happens. It is how the computer processes it. Okay, so suppose you give different kinds of fruits. You give different kinds of fruit, the deep learning will sort them out, and then you have to teach the machine learning. Machine learning cannot do the work on its own. You have to teach it that these are bananas, these are apples. And then comes AI. AI is what you receive. First, in the deep learning, you will give some data to the computer, it'll sort it out. Then in machine learning, you will teach it, okay, this thing is this thing is this thing is this. And next comes AI, wherein you will go and ask computer, show me pictures of apples, and it will show you picture of apples. That is how AI, deep learning, and machine learning works. I hope I'm clear. Am I clear? Anybody? Hello.
Yeah, you're clear.
Yeah.
Hello.
Okay, so how does AI work? First of all, it works very similar to how human brain works. AI was created to replace human brain, like not kill us and replace certain things. Suppose you go to a shop and you purchase eggs and maida, milk, and say vanilla essence and baking powder. So what are you going to cook? What do you think? What are you going to cook if you are purchasing eggs, baking powder, milk, flour, and vanilla essence? Anybody? Cake. Yeah, so you have purchased say 4 or 5 items. Now the shopkeeper has got still few more items, such as candles, or say whipped cream, or these party decoration items. So the shopkeeper uses his intelligence that you are going to bake a cake, which means you are going to have a party at your house. So why not offer you certain things that are going to be similar to those are that is what intelligence is. That intelligence was given to us by our creator, or whosoever it might be. It was given in humans. However, in machines it is given by us. Anything that is made by humans is called artificial. So that is artificial intelligence, wherein intelligence is given by humans into the machines, and then those machines use it to help humans. Such as right now we have got cars that can drive themselves. Although it's not like 100% safe, they are still safer than humans. Like say you have to travel from here to some place very far, and it's a nighttime journey. So you go sit in the car and you drive it for whole night. That's going to be tiring. To wake up next morning and you have a meeting or a class, that's going to be really tiring. So what you can do is replace your work with a system, with a computer or a machine that will drive the car. You don't have to do anything. You can sleep peacefully at the back of your car. And as shown in this video, when the car is moving, it has to take turns. So the deep learning part will see that there is some bend in front. You are supposed to bend the car. There is some bend, there is some turn in front, and you are supposed to turn the car into that direction. Deep learning takes it, puts it into the machine learning, that I have got so and so data. In the machine learning, you had already taught it that if a left turn comes, you are supposed to steer to left. If a right turn comes, you are supposed to steer to right. Then artificial uses that thing and turns your car into the proper direction. And you also have got robots right now who can do the work of uh, waiters. Like, you just have to tell those robots what you need to eat, and robots will go get those items for you. And one more point was there, detecting what issue you have got. Now you see, we got corona recently, we got covid recently. The symptoms were very similar to common cold. Most of you, when you get cold, you also get fever, and you sneeze, you get mucus in your cough, and certain other things. So if somebody had got it initially, they would like, if somebody gets it, they would normally take medicines for cold. However, now we know it's not cold, that is a different thing. But if somebody didn't know it's cold, they would surely take medicine for cold. However, when you bring AI into play, it'll be able to scan your whole body, and it'll be able to tell what's exactly wrong with you without the need for you to visit a doctor. You don't have to visit the doctor, you can conduct all the tests at your home. Okay, so these are some of the things that AI can do. It has got autonomous system wherein no human intervention or interaction is required, such as self-driving cars. You don't even have to touch the steering wheel. Although Tesla cars are one of the best examples, wherein you have to touch the steering wheel every 2 minutes. That is set in by Tesla so that people don't fall asleep while they are sitting in the car. However, autonomous systems have been in this world for a very long time. You don't have to do anything, you just have to tell it once, I'm supposed to go from here to there, and it will be able to do. Then there is machine learning, I already explained that. Deep learning, I already explained. Neural network is setting up machines similar to brains. It's very similar to deep learning. Pattern recognition, like I told you, the colors or the fruits, it'll be able to recognize, okay, yeah, all these are yellow, it's yellow patterned. All these are red, this is red patterned. All these are fruits, or all these are vegetables. Or say pattern recognition, another thing is, you say that you leave your home at 9, reach your college at 10. Every day you are following the same route. Then the computer recognizes your pattern, and it tells you that you are supposed to leave 5 minutes. If you leave 5 minutes early, you will reach there half an hour early, because after 5 minutes there is more traffic on the road. Or it will be able to tell you that do not take this route, take the next route, because it has recognized the pattern that more people are traveling through your route. It's better for you to go through another route. Then natural language processing, this is how you process the language. There are many languages. You have to explain each language to the computer separately, to the machine separately. Then chatbots. Right now, if you call certain banks, I guess it's Axis Bank or ICICI Bank, you will be speaking with a chatbot. Normally chatbots have been around, I guess, 10-20 years, maybe even more. What happens there is, you go and type in a hi, the bot replies hi back to you. Then suppose you are working, you are operating the website of Amazon. You ordered something and you did not get it, so you go send a hi to the chatbot. It'll reply to you hi, and then you just type in order, and it'll bring all your orders. Then you select an order, it will show you the details, and then you type in that you wish to see where did it reach. It will be able to tell you where exactly it has reached. That is chatbot. And certain customer care companies also, if you call them, you will be greeted by robotic voice. Actually, it will be human voice, but it will be automated. You just have to tell them one by one, okay, I need to check my balance, it'll tell you your balance. Or I need to see when my plan expires, it'll tell you when your plan expires. Or if you say that make me speak to a human, or make me speak to a customer care executive, it'll connect you to a customer care executive. All the while it'll eliminate in between, like till the time you reach customer care, it won't directly take you to the customer care, it'll try to solve your issues by itself. That way you can keep just one computer and replace like thousands of humans. Otherwise you need thousands of humans to solve your issues. Then there is real time emotion analysis. This thing, it can use your heart rate, your breathing rate, the amount of sweat on your skin, and your facial expressions, and it can tell you whether you are happy or you are sad or you are having some issues. Virtual companions. We had a game, Talking Tom. That is what virtual companions are. They're not real cats or real dogs or real animals or even real friends. There are certain websites wherein you can find virtual friends. Then real time universal translation. This feature, real time universal translation, is working right now. If you open Google Assistant, are you all able to hear me? Hello?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay. So real time universal translation. If you open Google Assistant, ask it start interpreter mode. It'll start a mode wherein you'll have just two buttons. So say my English is good but Kannada is bad. Your Kannada is good but English is bad. Then I tap here in the English part and I say something in English. At the end of just when I finish saying my sentence, it'll translate it to Kannada, and then you'll be able to hear it. The next moment you tap it, you speak in Kannada, and it'll translate it back into English. That is real time universal translation. Actually, it's not real time because it's taking some time, like until you finish speaking. After that only it's getting translated. Real time would mean as you are speaking, it keeps on translating. Even that thing is there, but it is not very successful yet. They are still doing. Then thought controlled gaming. Now this is a very interesting concept, thought controlled gaming. Some of you might be familiar with it, some of you might not know it, but there are machines that can be fitted on your arm or your back of your neck near the spinal cord, or you can wear it like a helmet and you can control machines. There has been robotic arm developed that you can control just with your thoughts. Now you might think, why should there be thought controlled gaming when we are comfortable using our fingers? The main thing is when you are using your fingers, there is certain certain time difference. Like first, your eyes have to recognize what's happening. Your eyes have to grasp what's happening on the screen. It is supposed to send signal to the brain, and from brain to your spinal cord, and from spinal cord to your arm, and from your arm to the fingers, and then you tap on the screen. That takes a lot of time. In thought controlled gaming, a chip would be fitted inside your head, and it would the process would happen just as you are thinking. Just as you think shoot, it would shoot. There would be no delay. Then next gen cloud robotics. Next gen cloud robotics means, next means you all know what's coming further. Gen is generation. Cloud robotics. Cloud means, when you are speaking in terms of computer science or internet, cloud means not stored in the cloud but stored somewhere else. Cloud is very far from the earth surface, but it is so it is used as a jargon or whatever it is. I'm not getting the proper word. Okay, so it means that you would be sitting somewhere else and you would be operating a robotic that is somewhere else. Suppose you are sitting in America, or a doctor is sitting in America and he is supposed to operate on me. He would have to fly in an aeroplane, probably 8 to 10, 12, or maybe 24 hours of flight. He would be all tired. Instead of that, he could just sit there and control a robotic arm to operate on me. That is next gen cloud robotics. Then there is autonomous surgical robotics. These are the robots where no human intervention is required. The robots themselves will find out what your issues are, or you can tell it, like my arm is cut, or my finger is bleeding, or I'm not able to see clearly, and then it would diagnose you, and it would perform the surgery by itself. There would be no need of a doctor. Robotic personal assistants. Many of you might have used it or may not have used it. This is what Google Assistant is, or what Siri is. Siri is very old. Google Assistant came after Siri. Google Assistant is young, and Windows had Cortana. So in this robotic personal assistant, what it does is it will be able to see your messages, see your emails, and then remind you for your meetings, or say you are supposed to go out grocery shopping. It will remind you you're supposed to go out for grocery. You're supposed to go out for grocery shopping. Or like if somebody's birthday comes, it'll remind you are supposed to wish this person. That is robotic personal assistants. You do not have to like tell each and everything to it. Some engineer in some part of the world has already taught it that if a person has saved another person's number and a birthday, you are supposed to remind that person a day before a day in advance. Then there is cognitive cyber security. Cognitive means intelligent. Intelligent cyber security. This works by itself. Normally, what happens is when a virus attacks you, you don't know. When your virus attacks your phone or laptop or PC or any device for that matter, when a virus attacks you, you don't get to know until it's very late. When a message flashes on your screen that your phone or your computer or your laptop has been hacked, pay us so and so money, that time you get to know. However, if you have cognitive cyber security, the moment a virus tries to enter your system, it will identify it and it will eliminate it. Then there is neuromorphic computing. It is similar to neural networks. It is very similar to neural networks. It also tries to mimic the human brain. Now the next one, just give me a minute. So we are supposed to read this. You could read it on your own, but I'll explain in short. What are the upcoming trends in AI in healthcare for 2020? So this is an old article. This is of December 23, 2019. That is the thing about our education system. It gives us outdated knowledge, not updated ones. Some of the things those are mentioned here might have already come by now. So AI and machine learning offers better way to spot diseases. Like I said, you might think it is cold, or your doctor might think it is cold, but it might be something else. Maybe suppose you have got leg pain, and at the same time say you are feeling thirsty, and you have got leg pain, and you also have got fever. So the doctor will prescribe you medicines for your fever, and you be like, no, I don't have to tell him about my leg pain because, well, I walk a lot or I ran a lot. However, when you bring in AI or machine learning, it will be able to spot whether you actually walked so much so your leg is paining, or there is some other issue. Robots in healthcare can conduct more varied tasks. So right now you need different neurosurgeons, different surgeons for brain, different surgeon for eyes, different surgeon for skin. Suppose if you are supposed to open up somebody's skull and perform a neurosurgery, brain surgery, you will need a plastic surgeon for the skin, removing skin, and you would also need a neurosurgeon, and you will need a doctor specifically for the bone, to cut the bone. You'll also need nurses to pick up different items and give it to the doctor. But when you bring in robots, it will be able to perform the task of many people on its own. You'll be able to eliminate the doctors. Computer and machine vision can give appropriate care. This is the same thing. It will help in diagnostics, viewing scans, medical images, surgery, etc. This is one interesting thing. It is helping. It is already helping. As you can see here, it is already helping doctors to know exactly how much blood a woman loses while delivering, in order to provide immediate care to reduce the mortality of mothers from postpartum hemorrhaging, that is blood loss. In this, what happens is when suppose when a lady is giving birth, she loses her blood. Doctor might see, okay, so she has lost say 1 liter of blood. Doctor might say, just from his experience, she has lost 1 liter of blood, and give her 1 liter of blood. Somebody give her 1 liter of blood. However, it might not be so. It could be even say like 800 or 900 ml of blood. Doctor can only guess it approximately. Now, some of you might think, what if we keep a tub under her, or say cotton around her, so that we can, like collect the blood and calculate it exactly. All those are fine, but when you are working in an operation theater, you cannot do all that much. You cannot guess it exactly. Say per surgery, even if the machine is able to save 50 ml of blood, in 10 surgeries it will be able to save 500, and in 20 surgeries it will be able to save 1 liter of blood. So this thing, AI, the camera will determine how much blood exactly does the woman need. It will be so appropriate, so exact, that it can tell. Maybe even by the difference of 1 or 2 ml, it can say whether she needs that much or not. Although it wouldn't be so efficient right now, but in the future it will be so efficient that the machine will be able to tell whether she needs 500 ml of blood or she needs 501 ml of blood. Then wearable tech has more to offer than just counting steps. Right now many of you might be using fitness bands. So some fitness bands count steps, calories, and some also tell you your pulse, some also tell you your oxygen level, blood oxygen level, and some tell you even the blood pressure. So I'll tell you my personal experience. I was walking, it was a cold weather, I was walking, and after like some 1 hour my heart started aching, and that pain lasted for 2 to 3 hours. Okay, so what happens is when it's cold, your blood vessels contract, so that you do not lose so that you do not lose heat easily. When it is cold outside, your blood vessels contract so that you do not lose body heat easily. As a result, there is more pressure on your heart, and upon that, if you start walking or running too fast, the blood has to pump more the heart has to pump more blood. As a result, there is more pressure on the heart, and after some time you start feeling pain in your chest. That is how it works. However, if you wear a fitness band, it'll be able to tell you that your blood pressure has increased, your heart rate has increased, so better slow down or else you will get pain, you'll be in problem. In fact, it has become so advanced that it can detect abnormalities in your heart even if you are not exercising. Like you can keep sleeping and it will wake you up and it will tell you, sorry, it will make sound and it will tell you that there is something wrong with your heart. Go take this medicine, like go consult a doctor or go take your medicines. It'll be able to observe. You might not feel anything, but the machine will know that there is something wrong with your heart. Not only that, in Apple Watch or some watch, I don't know exactly, most probably Apple Watch, if you are wearing it and you add emergency contacts, and say you're walking on the road and you fall, then that watch will send message to your emergency contact that this person has fallen down. It'll understand, it has been trained that if a person sits, what will be the position of watch. If a person lies down, what will be the position of the watch. And if a person falls over, if a person falls over, or if a person is thrown at this speed suddenly, say you are walking and then suddenly you start running from one place to another 1 or 2 meters and then you stop, then it will be able to understand all that and will provide you feedback. Similarly, if you fall, it will be able to tell that, okay, so this person has fallen, he has added you as emergency contact, please contact him, maybe he's in a problem. Then AI enabled genomics can determine personalized treatment. This means in pharmacology, oncology, okay, in this what happens is every human's body is different. We are not created from the same parent. Everybody is created differently. As a result, everybody's genes are different. There might be a possibility that you take a medicine and you die. The medicine was supposed to help you, but no, instead it reacts. I'll give you an example. You go purchase dairy milk chocolate, you read the things mentioned on it. It's mentioned that the dairy milk contains wheat. So it's mentioned that dairy milk contains wheat and milk. Now you might think, why do they have to mention that it contains wheat and milk? In India, everybody drinks milk and everybody eats wheat. Then why do they have to mention specifically about wheat and milk? The thing is, many people are allergic to wheat and milk, so it is supposed to be there. This AI will be able to map your genes. It will be able to tell you which food to eat, which food not to eat, which food is possibly going to affect you. Right now, the only way for you to find out whether something will affect you badly or not is to either eat it or to stick it to your skin, under your skin. However, using AI, you can just take a blood sample, test it, and then compare it with all the humans all around the world and determine, okay, this food suits me, this food doesn't suit me. 3D printing helps doctors replicate patient specific organs. So this thing is already happening in real life. Although it's not being used on humans, it is already being done. Doctors are able to create organs, 3D print them. 3D printing means normal printing that we do is 2D printing. Ink is put on paper. 3D printing is different. If you watch a video, you would know. It's like layer by layer they keep your tissues and then create an organ. You can use that organ on humans. However, till now, I don't think so it has been used on anyone. Then there is digital twins determine possibility for successful outcomes. Now there are two methods to check whether a medicine will work on you or it won't. One is to take your blood, put that medicine in your blood. Second is to insert the medicine in your body. If you do the second thing, that is insert the medicine in your body, it might react and you might die. Second one, it's a very lengthy process, like mixing your blood to each and every medicine separately. However, the easier thing is it would take in all the data from your blood or from your different organs, make a twin of you, make a twin brother or sister of you, and digitally only. This is not happening in real, like there is no boy or a girl or a human in real. It's just happening inside the software. So the software knows, okay, your blood group is this, you are born here, you have been eating all these foods, you are allergic to these medicines, everything it knows, and then it'll try to put in that medicine just digitally, like maths calculation, 1 plus 1 or 2 plus 2 or 2 into 2, like that it'll calculate and it'll tell you whether that medicine will suit you or not. Then there is 5G can support organization in transmission of files. Right now, we have got MRI scans, X-ray scans, and many other scans. So what happens is, suppose you visit one doctor today. Whenever you are visiting a doctor, you have to carry your previous medical records. Although we don't do that in India, you are supposed to carry your previous medical records. It might be a very huge file. It might be tough for you to carry around everything. Each time you go to visit your doctor, you have to carry it. However, when 5G comes in, you do not have to carry those files. The files will be with doctor just if you give the doctor your ID or something like that. AI neural networks AI neural networks AI neural networks can improve healthcare biometrics. It is similar to what I told you, that it will be able to analyze the risk factors, whether some medicine is working on you or not, and enabling retinal scans, examining and recording skin color change, and many more. So it will be able to, like, suppose you go in sunlight, you get tanned. That is a normal thing. Your skin is trying to protect itself from skin cancer. That's the reason it turns dark. That's why it gets tan. But if you stay in sunlight for long enough, there is huge chance that you will get skin cancer. What this AI can do is it can detect the change in your skin color. It can tell, like, okay, it's getting darker and darker, now you need to step in or use a sunscreen. Similarly, it can tell, it can look at your eyes and it can say that you have been staring at the screen for very long, take a break now. Those are the different ways in which AI can solve our issues. Then we go for the next one. It also helps in business. Retailers can know more about shoppers want sometimes what shoppers want sometimes before shoppers themselves. Madanji, please turn off your mic. No, thank you. Okay, retailers can know more about what shoppers want sometimes before shoppers themselves. So this is exactly what I explained in the beginning. Like, you go in a shop, you purchase baking powder, milk, flour, vanilla essence, eggs, and you are about to leave the shop. You have forgotten, but the shopkeeper remembers, okay, they are probably going to party, so let me tell them to buy party decoration items, or let's give them whipping cream, or let's give them chocolates to give to their guests, or maybe cold drinks. So that is our intelligence. If the same thing is done by machines, that is artificial intelligence. So how artificial intelligence is going to help shopkeepers or retailers? So facial recognition software, machine learning, and okay, so what it does is it will recognize your face. Suppose I go to the shop, the camera will recognize me and a voice will play, welcome Ehtasham. If somebody else goes, it'll be able to say their name. Say Madan goes, it'll say welcome Madan. Or if Suhas goes, it'll say welcome Suhas. If Srushti goes, it'll say hello Srushti. That is how it will recognize you. It will recognize your face just as humans recognize us, and it'll have a history of all the things you purchased. It'll know when you buy toothpaste in how many after how many days. Suppose you bought toothpaste today and you went next month, and then again after 1 month, and then again after 1 month. So it'll learn, okay, this person is coming on 8th of every month to purchase just toothpaste, and this person does not come before 8th. So in between, that is from 8th, today you buy a toothpaste, for the next 2 to 3 weeks it will not remind you to buy toothpaste. It will not tell you buy toothpaste, because it knows, because the system knows you already have toothpaste. Just before the next 8, maybe on 5th or 6th or 7th, it will remind you your toothpaste is about to get over. Buy it by recognizing your face. Machine learning personalizes. Okay, so some people might like when they go shopping, they might buy more blue colored items. Like I personally like blue color, so I buy more blue color items. Some might like some other color. So anytime I open a website, it shows me blue shoes or blue shirts or blue pants or blue bags. If somebody else likes some other color, say somebody likes black, they'll be able to see only black things, mostly black things, not only, mostly black things. If somebody is interested in pink, it'll show mostly pink items. If somebody is interested in green, it'll show mostly green items. That is how it'll match your profile, shopper's profile. And it'll be able to beacon, in-store beacons to send offers to their smartphones. Okay, so it'll use signals to put it in your phone that you have come to my store, you like the color blue, okay, I have got new pair of blue shoes. Or you like the color green, okay, I have got new pair of green bags. Then computer vision, the cameras, the sensors, AI, all these allow non-stop checkout and automatic payments. So this is an interesting case. How it happens is, first of all, you enter the shop, it'll recognize your face. There are many cameras all around you. It recognizes, okay, so you have entered the shop, and it'll track where all you're going. Say you go in front of a yogurt stand, you pick up yogurt, then it'll scan, okay, this person went to a yogurt stand, and this person has picked up yogurt. It'll add it to your cart. When you put the item in your cart, it'll go, the same will be reflected across your digital cart that you have added something in your cart. If you pick it and put it back, it'll get removed automatically. So say you go purchase 10 items. Right now what we do is we go to a mall, we pick everything, and then we go to the billing counter. Then we go to the billing counter, and the person has to bill each item separately. They have to pick one by one and scan it, enter your card details, everything. It takes time. However, due to computer vision, what's going to happen is you just enter the shop, add everything to your cart, like pick everything, put it in the cart, shopping cart, move ahead, and when you reach the billing counter, everything will be already present there. The bill will already be made. You just have to make the payment. It'll save a lot of time. In fact, it'll remove the human intervention. The humans will lose their jobs in this part. Autonomous drones using deep learning technology complete last minute. Okay, so using a drone to deliver your products. Right now we have delivery boys, but in the upcoming time, you won't have delivery boys, you'll have delivery drones. Already this thing has been started in foreign countries. In India it's tough. Right now there is no possibility for drone delivery, although people are asking for it. Then interactive screens, tablets enabled with computer vision. Okay, so it'll see what all you are trying to purchase. Maybe somebody likes Indian clothes, somebody likes Western clothes, somebody likes burqa, and somebody might be like I like sports shoes, somebody might like sandals, somebody might like slippers, somebody might wear flip-flops and whatnot. So it'll recognize your pattern, and it'll be able to tell you, the next time I enter, I'll get shoes, somebody else enters, they'll get flip-flops as ad. Autonomous shopping cart, you don't even have to pull this cart, it'll follow you wherever you go. It'll be connected to you. It can either be connected to your mobile phone, or it can be connected to your smartwatch, or it would just be following you because all the cameras are seeing where you are going. Store updates and optimizes prices in real time with machine learning. Okay, right now what happens is, on onion prices, if you take, sometimes they are 20 to 30 rupees, sometimes they are 200 rupees. Normally what happens is, a shopkeeper purchases onions for 20 rupees per kilo and is planning to sell for 30 rupees per kilo. So today he sells for 30 rupees per kilo, but by the next day the price of onion has increased to 50 rupees or 100 rupees. Till the shopkeeper gets the news, he'll be selling for 30 rupees. Although the market price is 50 or 100, he'll be selling for 30 at a loss. When you bring in machines inside, he does not have to do anything. The price will fluctuate on itself. As soon as the market prices changes from 30 to 50, it'll get reflected in his shop. He does not have to go and manually change it. Right now, most of the shops have to write down the price or have to feed it into their weighing machines. But if you connect the weighing machine to the internet, it'll update the price itself. Then AI enhanced robots. Okay, when you take something out from the shelf, it keeps getting empty. Slowly, one by one, it keeps getting empty. However, when you bring in AI or the computers into the play, what it does is as soon as you pick up one item, it'll come and put back another item. That depends. If it's a small item, it won't put it back immediately. You'll wait for say like 20-30 items to get over. But if it's a big item, say you went and bought a refrigerator, so what this robot will do, immediately as soon as you take that refrigerator home, like immediately as soon as you check out with that refrigerator, it will bring another refrigerator and place it there. That is how this robot is going to work. I'll take class till 5. Is it okay or should I stop now? Hello? Anybody? Anybody say
You
something?
can take
Okay.
till 5.
Okay. I have not completed this course. Sorry. If you want me to keep speaking, I can keep speaking till 6. I don't have any issue. But you guys must get bored. So we'll see later. Okay, one thing I want to tell you is that I have not studied all these things. I am just explaining as I am reading. I just happen to have some knowledge in computer science, so I'm explaining it as I'm reading it or as I'm seeing it. I am as new to it as you are, maybe just a little lesser than you.
Put yourselves in the shoes of an early 17th century human. The industry then was extremely Put yourselves in the shoes of an early 17th century human. The industry then was extremely slow. Workers had to craft items from hand, and mass production didn't exist. To workers of that age, today's world would seem magical. For them, a 50-story building would be impossible to make. What changed between the 17th century and today is machines. The Industrial Revolution allowed us to build products at faster rates we had ever seen and allowed us to scale up our creations to sizes never possible before. Skyscrapers, massive ships of steel, cars, and the furniture in your home, as well as the systems derived from them, such as the shipping industry, transport across hundreds of kilometers in a day in cars, and the buildings you have grown accustomed to, seen daily, are all possible because of the Industrial Revolution. What the Industrial Revolution did was remove the physical labor from human hands. Not bound by our bodily constraints, we now have machines, like cranes and cars, that could lift weights hundreds of times heavier than us. They help us achieve things with their immense physical strength. Artificial intelligence has been hailed as the next industrial revolution. People think they will change the world by providing smart solutions. Everything solved by AI. Customer.
Okay, so in this video, they have explained what happened approximately 2 centuries ago. Okay, 3 centuries ago, 3 to 4 centuries ago in the 17th century. In olden times, it used to be that everything had to be handmade. Plus, there were experts. Like if you were supposed to build a boat, you would have to go to a person who knew to build only boat. If you wanted to build a cart, you would have to go to a person who knew only to build a cart. Then there was industrial revolution wherein everything changed. One such example is Ford Motors, I guess. Ford Motors. What happened there was, before, car manufacturing used to take lot of time. However, Ford Motors set up an industry line. What they did was they brought in people and trained them specifically for specific parts, such as there were people just for tires, there were people just for the windshield, and there were people just for the body, some were just for the engine. Now, if you consider a boat, it has got separate parts. Boat is a very simple thing. If you consider a cart, before there used to be one person who would make the whole cart. Now, there were people who would build just the spokes of the wheel. Some would make only the rim of the wheel. Some would make only the floor of the cart, and some would just hammer the nail. The process was divided among people. As a result, many people became expert in just one thing. They couldn't build the whole item, but they could help in making the whole item. As a result, the process became very fast.
The furniture in your home, as well as analysis, replace it with unsupervised learning algorithms. Cashier, replace it with Amazon, has been hailed as the next industrial revolution. People think they will change the world by providing smart solutions. Everything's solved by AI. Customer service, replace that with a bot. Data.
Like I said, instead of using a human as a customer service executive, you can use a bot, a chat bot or a call bot, wherein the bot itself will understand what you are trying to communicate, whether you want to check your balance, whether you want to check your validity, whether you want to check your data balance, or whether you wish to speak to a customer care, or you have internet issues, or you're unable to make a call or send a message, and it will tell you exactly what to do.
Data analysis, replace it with unsupervised learning algorithms. Cashier, replace it with Amazon Go.
So like here she is picking up a cheesecake cupcake. As soon as she picks it up, it gets added into her wallet or the cart, and the moment she'll go to the checkout counter, it will be there that okay, so this person has picked up this item. Now she wants to buy this thing. She just has to pay for it. Nobody is there to check it. The computer has already checked it. And if she places it back, then the computer will recognize, okay, this person had picked this thing up. Now now the person is putting it back, which means the person is not interested in purchasing it.
Is how AI can solve existing problems. What they don't understand is that it will solve problems that we didn't even realize existed. We must stop thinking of AI as only solving current problems or slight variants of them. An average 17th century man did not know that he wanted a 50-story building or a machine that would allow him to travel 100 kilometers per hour. Henry Ford is known for saying, if I had asked people what they wanted, they would have said faster horses. Instead of thinking of improvements to current systems and industries, think of completely new industries AI has the potential of creating.
Okay, so here the person told, Henry Ford has said, if he had asked people what do they want, they would have told that they want faster horses. But we all know right now the cars, bikes, and maybe even cycles, electric cycles, if we introduce them, then they are able to go faster than horses. But if you asked a person in that century, they would say we want faster horses. They wouldn't have imagined that there can be a machine in which not just 1 or 2% can sit, but 4, 5, 10, even maybe thousands of people can sit at a time, and it will go faster than the horses. So you see, we want certain machines to solve our current problems, but as those machines will be developed, we'll get to know that okay, there are certain more problems. Like you must have been purchasing grocery from your local shops. So you were convenient. It was very convenient. You were fine with it. You were then came online shopping, wherein you would order the grocery today, such as big basket. You would order the grocery today, and then you would get the delivery the next day. So you found, okay, this is also convenient. I can be sitting in a bus, or I could be at my office during my lunch hour. I can place the order and I'll get it tomorrow. Then came like 1 or 2 hour delivery, what Amazon and Flipkart were doing, 90 minutes delivery. Like you order now, we'll deliver it in 90 minutes. But right now, if you see, there is Zepto and also Grofers, they do delivery in 10 minutes. Had you asked people maybe 10 years back, they would be like, okay, yeah, online grocery delivery would be a good thing. We could order today, get it tomorrow. But if you ask somebody now whether they are happy with the current situation that you get the grocery delivery in 10 minutes, they would be like, no, we are not happy, we want as soon as we click, we don't want to wait, like I press a button and something should just come there. So there are many problems which we don't know yet. AI will be able to solve even those problems.
For it is the products that create new industries that do the best. Artificial intelligence has the capacity of understanding so much more than we do. The barriers of seemingly incomprehensible theories of science will be broken easily by the machines of the future. Physical problems, like we solve thousands of times faster than humans could, not only AI will optimize many of our systems, but also create new jobs. AI will optimize many of our systems.
Okay, so this is a robot. What it does is it travels from one place to another. Say from here to here, it will clean, turn a bit, and travel from here to there. It collects dust. It's an automatic vacuum cleaner. If you go stand in front of you, if you go and stand in front of it, it will be able to correct its course. It will be able to change its direction.
Systems, but also create new jobs.
This is an interesting thing. This is a mind controlled hand, robotic arm. It is going to be used to replace it is going to be used in people who do not have an arm, who might have lost the arm in some accident. You can see here the person is wearing a band on his arm. So what happens here is he thinks just like us. He does not say turn, he just thinks. The signal comes from his brain to spinal cord, and from spinal cord to his arm, and before reaching here to his fingers, the signals are picked up by this band, and those signals are transmitted to this hand, and this hand moves. Now even if this person didn't have an arm from below here, if he didn't have fingers or his fist, and he just thought of it, he would be able to move this hand.
We don't know the rate at which it will do this. However, research firm Gartner further confirms the hypothesis of AI creating more jobs than it replaces.
So like I said, AI, when you bring in AI, there won't be a need of doctors, and there won't be need of surgeons. Like the computer, the camera itself and the sensor itself will find out everything. The computer itself will find out everything, what issues you have, and it will be able to give you proper treatment. The robots themselves will be able to perform surgery, and the cars will run on themselves. You don't need drivers, and you won't need delivery partners also. You won't need delivery people, because delivery will be done by automated drones. So you must be thinking so many jobs are going to be lost. You must be thinking so many jobs are going to get lost. But as of an estimation, 2.3 million new jobs will be created, and 1.8 million traditional jobs will be lost, which means, say a doctor might go, there won't be a surgeon, but we'll need somebody to train the robot. We might not need a surgeon to cut you open, but we will need a surgeon to teach the robot how to cut you open.
By predicting that in 2020, AI will create 2.3 million new jobs while eliminating 1.8 million traditional jobs. Just like AI took away the physical constraints of humans, AI will be able to take away our mental constraints. Just like machines whose strength is hundreds, if not thousands of times stronger than us, AI's intelligence will be hundreds, if not thousands of times smarter than us. But after being liberated of both hard physical labor and mental work, what will humans have left to do? What do you think are the most fantastical things yet to be solved by artificial?
Okay, so the first thing, that was industrial revolution. What it did was it created certain machines that replaced humans. Say it created robots that could cut things. It created robots that could move things. and it it has all sorry, I can't think of more examples. So it has created machines that can cut things, that can move things, that can carry one things from one place to another. That was physical labor. What artificial intelligence will do is it will remove the mental labor as well. It'll be able to right now, if you go to a doctor, the doctor has to think, okay, you have got so and so symptoms, so you might have this disease or that disease. What AI will do is it will observe you and it will be able to diagnose you. Even the mental work of the doctor will get over.
Artificial intelligence.
Just a minute, I'll check how much is left in first module. Okay, we have done till here, artificial intelligence, next industrial revolution. We'll do all this from next class. Is it fine or should I continue? Anybody? Next class or should I continue? Because I am free. It's up to you guys.
Next class.
Okay, fine then. Bye bye everybody.
Bye, see you.
I'll tell you.